PDF documents are, of course, incredibly useful. They're one of the best ways to send a document to someone else via email, especially, or even have them download it from the web. Well, they can be boring though too. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about how to create active PDF documents. What I mean by that is they have active links so that when you click in a certain spot, it jumps you to another spot in a location in that document, or it even could jump you to a website. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, there's a multitude of reasons why you might want to include hyperlinks in your PDF documents. Maybe you're creating a sales document and you want to kind of guide them through the presentation. Maybe you're doing employee trainings or any other kind of training for that matter. It could be a school project presentation. Well, anything else where you want an active link. So in this video, I'm going to first demonstrate the completed PDF to show you what I'm talking about. Then I'm going to explain how to create and use PowerPoint links. Then we're going to turn that PowerPoint into an active PDF document. And then, of course, we're going to open up that PDF document to prove that these steps actually worked. So hang on and let's get started. Okay, so here we have a completed PDF that has the hyperlinks in it that I was talking about, and this was originally created as a PowerPoint presentation. So for example purposes, we'll assume that we are working for a company that encourages other people to invest in silver, and of course we're going to get a commission for every bar or silver coin that they buy. So they've opened up Okay, we've opened up this Investing in Silver PDF that used to be a PowerPoint presentation, and this is the first page. And on the first page, we have an overview of the benefits of adding silver to your investment portfolio. We have what is supposed to look like a silver bar up here that says Begin. So we would encourage our potential customers to just click on Begin to start the PowerPoint presentation that is now a PDF. All right, so we have a list of topics. Now you'll notice that most of the items in this list of topics have the blue underline indicating that they are hyperlinks. So within this PDF document, let's assume that the individual who's reading this doesn't want to start at the beginning. They don't care about it being a tangible asset. They want to go right to the hedge against inflation. So we move down to that item in the list of topics and we click, and now we jump instantly to the hedge against inflation page. And so we have some information. Again, we're trying to convince our readers that that silver is a great hedge against inflation. Now up at the top here, when they're done reading this particular section about inflation, they'll click the little silver bar to go back to the topics, and now we're back to the topics. Okay, so let's assume that the next topic this user is interested in is highly liquid. What does that mean? So they click that link and it takes them to the liquidity page explaining that silver is globally recognized and almost as easily bought and sold as currency itself. Okay, big deal. We go back to the topics. All right, now, of course, because we're in the business to sell silver, we have down here at the bottom a link to where they should go to buy and sell silver. Once again, that's a link, so we'll click that, and now we have some places that they can go. We've suggested that they could go perhaps to a local pawn shop, a local coin dealer, gold and silver dealers, and some online sellers. Now, of course, because we're in this business, we're only going to list the online sellers that are related to us and pay us commission, but let's assume in this case that the individual is curious about Kitco. Well, this is a link, but this is an external link. It's going to jump clear out of the PDF and to a web page that actually is going to take us to Kitco's web page. So I'll click on the Kitco link, and now we're at the Kitco web page. All right, so we've studied everything we need to study here about buying and selling from Kitco. We'll go ahead and close the browser, and now we're back here. Okay, we want to go back to the topics. Let's say, okay, now I'm really interested in this inflation thing again. So let's go ahead and click on hedge against inflation. And I just want to demonstrate one more thing. The chart that we have here is also a hyperlink, and it links to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics site. And if I click that, it actually takes me to the inflation chart that is current and up to date. Okay, so there you have it. You can see how this would be very, very useful if you are creating PowerPoint presentations that you want to send out to many people that that do lend themselves to using hyperlinks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this within PowerPoint, and then we'll turn that PowerPoint into a PDF document that looks just like this. And as usual, if you do like this video, please consider liking it, and also please consider subscribing to my channel. All right, well, here we have the original PowerPoint presentation, and what we're going to do next is we're going to add the links and the buttons to this PowerPoint presentation, and then we're going to turn it into an active PDF. Well, so we have the starting point here, the investing in silver, and you might remember from the demonstration we had a little button up here where we actually had the users click that said begin. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that button, and it's going to be a hyperlink as well. So we'll go ahead and do shapes, and we'll go ahead and just choose something real simple here. Okay, and then we're going to change it to gray. We'll choose shape fill. We'll just choose gray and pretend that looks like silver for right now. Then I'm going to right click inside the button, and I'm going to choose edit text, and we'll go ahead and say begin. Now I don't want white text, so I'm going to go select that text, go back to the Home tab, and let's go ahead and change it to black. Okay, so we have it now. We'll move it up here. That's about where we want it to begin, and so we'll instruct the users to click there to begin. So the next step now is to actually create a link so that when we click this button, it actually takes us to the list of topics. Okay, so we're going to right click on the button, and we're going to choose a link. Now we have the option of an existing file or web page, which we're going to use later as an external links I mentioned here. We also have a place in this document or an email address. So it's going to, in this case, be a place in this document, and we're just going to go ahead and take it to the list of slides, a list of topics slide number 2. So we click here, and we click OK. All right, now nothing's going to happen here until we're actually viewing the presentation in presentation mode or when we change it to PDF. Now let's just do one more thing. I said I wanted this to look like a silver bar. Let's go ahead and add an effect here. So we're going to go to Shape Format. We'll do Shape Effects, and we'll just add a bevel, and we'll just pretend that makes it look more like a silver bar. Okay, perfect. Now, because this is linking to the list of topics, this page here, all the other pages here, and I've made this simple on purpose here, the tangible assets page, the inflation page, the entry point page, we all want the ability to link back to the list. So this is going to be the place that they really begin and end. So I'm going to take this button and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to change the text so that it says list of topics instead of begin, because in this case, once I've clicked somewhere, I want it to go back to the list of topics. But I'm going to go ahead and copy it. So I'll select it, I'll right click, I will choose copy. I'll go down. I don't need it on the list of topics because I don't need it to go to the same page it's on. All right, we go to tangible asset, and we'll right click and do paste. And again, you can do paste many other ways that you want to here. Okay, there's begin. Now it's already linking. The hyperlink came with it when I copied it, but I want to change the text, and so I'm going to change this to list of topics. Okay, I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit so it fits there. Okay, perfect. Now this is perfect, and I can copy this on all the other slides. So I'll copy this again. I'll go to the inflation page and I will paste it. This time I'm using the keyboard shortcut Control V just for ease of use here. Liquidity, historical trends. I have to move it down just a hair. Okay, and then we go where to buy silver. Perfect. Okay, so now those links are done, and when we turn this into a PowerPoint presentation into the PDF, they will all take us back to the list of topics. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to add the links on the list of topics so that it will go to each of the pages, so that when they click on item A, a tangible asset, it goes to the tangible asset page. So in this case, I'm going to select that text. I'm going to right click again, choose link, and this time it's going to go to the tangible asset page. All right, hedge against inflation. We'll select that text again. We'll do the link there. And this is a hedge against inflation. And affordable entry point. See how easy this is. The list of topics are already there for you. It takes the title slides, which is very nice in this case. Okay, we'll go to the liquidity page. Okay, link to liquidity. And the historical trends page. Link to historical trends. And finally, where to buy silver. Okay, perfect. Now the other thing that I wanted to show you was how to add some external links. And I'm not going to add them all. I think you'll get the idea, but we'll just do one or two. We're going to go down to the where to buy silver. And so I have these different online sellers that I mentioned earlier. I also have the web page listed here. That's going to make it easier for me to actually add the link so that I don't have to remember it. But we could also copy it from the address bar in our browser. Okay, so I'm going to take the first one here. I'm going to take the Ampex, and I'm just going to copy that link. Then I'm going to highlight Ampex and choose link. And this time, instead of a place in this document, I'm going to go to an external file or web page, and down in the address, I just go ahead and click the address. And then of course I'll erase this. I don't need this anymore. That was just for my benefit as I made this. All right, we'll try one more, and then I'll just move on just for simplicity's sake here so that you don't spend a whole lot of time watching me do the same thing over and over again. So I'll take Kitco. I will copy the link for Kitco, select the Kitco, in a situation like this where you think it's trying to fix your spelling errors, and no matter how much you right click, you're going to get the spell check. If you just click ignore all, then you can come back in again. It gets rid of the spell check error, and then you can go ahead and go to link. And then we'll go to external file or web page. We'll click in the address, and there we go. Okay, so we'll assume we've got everything done. I could even put in the chart. I could make a link to the chart just by clicking on the chart, right-clicking on it, and choosing link as well. And I could put the address for whatever I wanted. In this case, prices for silver. Historically, I could do the Bureau of Labor Statistics as well. Okay, so we'll assume all the links are here, and now we're ready to go ahead and turn this into a PDF document. So we'll save it first, just so that we don't lose all the work that we've done here. And then we will go into File. We'll choose Save a Copy, and we'll choose the folder that we want to put it in. And in this case, I'll put it in the PowerPoint folder for me. I'm going to change the type. Instead of a PowerPoint presentation, now I'm going to change it to PDF. And I'll change the name here to Why You Should Buy Silver. And I'm just going to go ahead and browse, and I'll put this in the downloads folder just so it'll be easier for me to find here in a second. So we'll go ahead and go into downloads, Why You Should Buy Silver. We'll save it. All right, it is now converted to a PDF. We're going to prove it though. I told you that was the last step here. So I'll close PowerPoint, and I'll go into my Windows Explorer, and I'll go to downloads. And so we'll assume that we have sent this via email to somebody, so why they should invest in silver. Okay, and it took me to the last page I was on, but that's okay. I was just playing around here, so we go ahead and go into the investing in silver. We'll click begin. It takes me to the list of topics. We click on the tangible asset. Perfect. Back to topics. Where to buy. Click on Kitco, and it takes me to their web page. Absolutely perfect. All right, so you can see how easy this is. You just create the links in PowerPoint in your PowerPoint presentation, and then you save it as a PDF. Again, hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I do have many other videos out there on my website as well, luthermaddy.com. And of course, there are also playlists. There are a few PowerPoint items in the playlist now as well. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.